So Nerdrotic is mocking being canceled after a TikToker decided that they would stir up a firestorm online by focusing on Nerdrotic's Blue Beetle videos. And what amazes me are the numbers here, because if you look at that, more people choose outrage over the Blue Beetle than actually choose to go pick up tickets for the thing. I mean, they'll do something for free. They'll cancel somebody over it. But hey, go and see that? No way. You and I, we're going to talk about this today, too. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. So Nerdrotic is in the midst of someone trying to cancel them, and instead of backing down and saying, oh no, the mob is coming for me, they're laughing at them. Now all of this, it kicks off on this TikTok channel. It's fascinating when you look at how they condense a video in order to be offended by something. I mean, check this out, and notice behind you, this is a 16-minute, 53-second video that has been condensed down to about 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Please watch the following video of this YouTube channel that is doing a review about Blue Beetle, and they are so honestly, blatantly racist.
Anytime there's a Hispanic or black character in a movie or a show, it is completely centered around that culture, and there's no other aspect of anything else. He happens to be Hispanic. Does every single aspect of his life have to be tacos? Yeah. Literally in the beginning, he's getting back from college. They're like, let's go get tacos. And then they walk into their house and she's like, that's where mama told us how to make salsa.
It's like
with tough people.
Now compare that to the actual video and the point that it's trying to make, which I think is a very valid point. Listen to this.
Anytime there's a Hispanic or black character in a movie or a show, it is completely centered around that culture, and there's no other aspect of anything else. It's like, okay, he happens to be Hispanic. Does every single aspect of his life have to be tacos? Yeah. Literally in the beginning, he's getting back from college. They're like, let's go get tacos. And then they walk into their house and she's like, that's where mama told us how to make salsa.
Isn't the guy?
Like,
isn't the name of his?
The name of his truck is Taco.
It's the taco.
Now, they're going to answer this in just a second, but, the real mockery that comes from this, the shot that's taken across the bow, as it were, is the offense that they try to take to the thumbnail. I mean, you can see the thumbnail, you can see that this thing, it is about the taco jokes that keep coming up. That's why they put that there. But yeah, pretend that it has some other type of meaning. Hey, let's get offended by that. Let's see what they have to say.
Down, I'm not gonna get through everything.
But can we start with the thumbnail?
I know they want attention, but se están pasando de lanza. Let's start with the first comment that they made. You know how whenever they show brown or black people in movies, they overshare their culture or something? And to me, it feels like the homies over here don't got no culture. When they add a little spice, they just feel some type of way.
Now, the question wasn't about culture. It was about superficial qualifiers and companies that market that as culture. I mean, when you think about it, is it your culture to just talk about tacos, to talk about salsa, to have your vehicles literally named after tacos? The taco, is that actually cultural representation, or would you consider that offensive? Because, well, apparently you considered it offensive when you boiled that down to one comment about the thumbnail. Now, the same thing happens with Chrissy Mayer, and I'm going to play this clip here. And remember, again, this is all from hours of footage condensed down to 16 minutes, condensed down to just a moment or so, plus talking that makes this 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Check this clip out here.
Necessary, gratuitous racism, and I'm like, either these people have never worked in corporate America, or they're willingly just trying to make a point on purpose. A really good example is when, and I'm going to say Miguel from Cobra Kai, because I just keep forgetting his real name. There was a moment where he's in a jacket and a tie, and he's going in for his interview, and the receptionist looks at this guy with his hair, his hair combed, jacket
Ivy
and
League
tie,
jacket.
and goes, deliveries are downstairs, which would never fucking happen. I've been a receptionist basically every job I've ever had. You would never say that. It's just intentionally racist. Oh, because this guy is tan. Unbelievable the way they would sort of force the racism in.
Right.
And I agree with somebody else said it before. His family fucking sucks. Even when they're dropping him off for the biggest interview of his life, they're fucking honking the taco horn. They're yelling, they're screaming, and everybody's nowhere because George Lopez is a comedian. But like the whole Batman is a fascist. He said a lot of dumb things. And isn't every Hispanic uncle a tech genius? They did a Hawaiian forest fire on the house, aka they firebombed it. They did an abduction. They did his family. Oh, they're brown, so they're perpetual victims.
They just want to push us out of our neighborhood. The rich people.
They're like, oh, we're losing the house. I was like, hold the phone. There's what? How many working age adults in this family and y'all can't make friends?
Right.
Oh, we're brown. We're
Maybe
victims.
stop feeding the daughter. Maybe stop feeding her.
Now, the response to that is going to come with you need to apologize. You've done so much harm. How dare you do this? And people have been trying to brigade against that channel, by the way. So check this out, and then I'll show you the response by Nerdrotic.
I also love how Chris is trying to say that this movie is racist for her and all of her homies. Look how diverse they are all saying racist things. She tries to dismiss that somebody can face a microaggression if they're dressed nicely, saying that it will never happen. How does she know? I've been in situations where I've been dressed nice, blazer and everything, and people have still made messed up comments anyways. She makes it seem like she has some type of expertise of what it's like to live in a brown body, and then they try to talk down on the way that families celebrate one another. This scene where the family is being loud or whatever, that actually happens in our communities. Y'all can just feel the privilege that they have when they're making the comments about people not being able to afford their house. It just really shows that they don't know the struggle, and they're dismissing things that communities actually go through. But that comment that they made about the daughter at the end, la mera neta que vergüenza. What's wild is that they have a channel with almost 1 million people on it, so for them to make those type of comments is absolutely wild. Familia, I have so much more to say about this, but please let me know, what did I miss? What do you all think about this? But most importantly, what does it mean for these individuals to repair the harm that they have done? Because it's been a few days,
to repair the harm that they've done. Again, this is harmful. It is harmful to have opinions over something. It is harmful to say, in a professional setup, that someone that is dressed in a suit, that has their hair done and everything else, is not going to be told that, hey, you need to do the food delivery here. Oh, man. Now, so Nerdrotic's response is a pretty simple but effective one. You can see it in the thumbnail there. Let's taco about Ahsoka. Yeah, that's the response to it. And it's fascinating. Again, somebody's going to be offended by the thumbnail with tacos on it. But the things that were said there, the things that were pointed out about corporatizing culture. You have Warner Brothers, billion-dollar industry. They don't care about you. That product, it was meant to market culture. It wasn't meant to respect it, and it failed. I mean, again, that 156,000 people that liked that, yeah, maybe they should have gone and seen the film. I don't know, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments there, and thanks. I appreciate you being here. Let me know what you think, though.